Hello, this is sekwang. Our subject is analysis of the participation of Finnish youth in society and its application to Korean youth participation in politics. First, study objectives. The most direct way for youth to participate in the politics is through participation in elections and voting. According to the Public Officer Election Act, revised at the end of 2021, now 18 years old youths who are in their third year of high school has become able to run for parliamentary elections and local government has in Republic of Korea. On January 11, 2022, the right of young people to participate in politics expanded as the revision of the party law, which lowers the age of party membership to 16 years old, passes the National Assembly. In this regard, it is considered premature due to the possibility of a violation of political neutrality in public schools or the lack of educational and institutional conditions. In addition, there is also a view that the institutional conditions and environment of Korea not fully established, even though young people are already participating in politics. This suggests that the cognition and institutional establishment of young youth political participation in Korea is not clear yet. Foreign countries, the age of France, leading presidential candidate in 2017 was 39 in December 2019. A 34 years old female prime minister was elected in Finland. At this time, 4 of the representatives of the 5 political parties participating in the coalition were fellow with women in their early 30s. The reasons and vectors that enable active political participation of women and young people in Finland were focused on the world. Currently, in Finland, from age 18 has the right to vote for the presidential election, lawmakers, and local councillors. Most countries in Europe, including France, can exercise their right to vote over the age of 18. Based on this, those who are over age 18 can run for parliamentary president and cabinet ministries. For reference, Australia has been giving voting right to people over age 16 years old since 2007. The role of youth in establishing the democratic foundation of today in the political history of South Korea was great. The interest and participation in the historical consciousness and social reality of adolescent was already reached and very high level. Nevertheless, the participation of youth politics in the Republic of Korea started later than that of Nordic countries, such as Finland. It is a time to expand the opportunity by supporting social beliefs and encouraging them. The purpose of this study is to examine the current state and system of political participation among Finnish youth and young people in Northern European countries, and to draw implications for Korean youth political participation. Through this study, it is expected that the opportunity to express their opinions and to participate actively for youth and young people who can lead the turning point of Korean politics will be established. Research method and research content. This study was conducted in order to raise the interest of youth in Korea, which plays a pivotal role in the present and future society, in various social problems and political fields, and to provide a turning point for political participation to actively express their opinions and participate. Considering that there was a restriction and overseas business trip due to the seriousness of the global COVID-19 situation in 2020. The literature research was mainly conducted for this study. First, the laws and systems related to political participation of Finnish youth and young people, which are equipped with a political participation system for young people and are receiving the world's attention as a mother country for practical political activities were examined. In addition, various participating organizations and activities were analyzed, and suggestions and application plans were proposed for Korea. In this process, the main contents of Seo Hyun-soo 2021's research, representing the future, the Finnish government's youth participation policy, were reviewed and cited. Second, the discussions were conducted through comparing the factors related to social and political participation, consciousness of adolescents, which are emerging as social issues. Among the results of the study on the change of values of teenagers in past millennial generations, which was a task research of the Korean Youth Policy Research Institute in 2020. Third, the results and implications of the Finnish youth political participation system were analyzed based on the main contents of the Finnish youth social participation system RUTI, and the research on the development of youth community participation model conducted by the Korea Youth Policy Research Institute. In addition, the implication of the youth law system, policy system, and social settings that actively protect youth participation in Finland were presented. Third, the meaning and importance of participation in youth. The existing perspective on youth has been regarded as a future resources of the society. Recently, they are working as a current leader in various fields such as home, school, and community. Especially, this trend is rapidly emerging as a core consumer along with the development of IT technology and artificial intelligence industry. At this point, it is important to from the value of adolescence that plays a pivotal role in the present and future society. The values and consciousness of youth, social and political participation have a great influence in social activities through their entire lives. In Finland, civic education has been conducted to grow youth into democratic leader through learning activities and practical activities to critically understand the world and to serve the community. It is similar to Korea in that it does not deal with the citizen education as an independent subject in school, but mostly deal with it in a wide range of humanities and social studies subjects. However, the level of awareness of the goal of civic education is higher among the people and students than Korea. Above all, it is clear that youth participation is active in the current issues of the local community and the country. The paradigm of Finnish education itself is proceeding as an activity to establish the active citizenship of youth and to promote participation. It provides an opportunity to revitalize various meeting places and experience concepts such as genuine consideration for others and communities. To realize this, it emphasizes the practical experience of students and emphasizes the activation of domestic civic education to grow them as citizens. Comparison and implication of youth participation system between Korea and Finland. In the Finnish comprehensive school social textbooks, the concept of democracy is defined as I participate in the policy making process that affects my life and influence it. This shows that active participation in multi-level policy-making process related to their lives and guarantees from childhood and adolescence. It also suggests Finland's political system to cultivate mature civic rights. This shows that the political culture of Finland and our society are constructed. In Korea, the participation of adolescents and various activities are poor. It is influenced by the social consciousness that prioritizes the entrance examination for university and school performances. Therefore, the acquisition of the right to vote for Korean youth over 18 years old is now only at the starting line compared to Finland, when the Public Officer Election Act revised at the end of 2021. Considering them, the case of Finland will provide significant information and give implications for policy direction and the process of designing and practicing the political and social participation of future Korean youth. Fifth, conclusion and discussion. We have compared and summarized the social political participation of Finnish and Korean youth. In Korea, the Youth Council, the Youth Participation Committee, and the Youth Special Council are operated based on the Basic Law for Youth. Administrative audience on youth human rights and audience on the composition and operation of the Youth Council for Children. However, in reality that the right to vote is set at the age 18 or older. There is a limitation to guarantee the political participation of adolescents under age 18. Therefore, Korea should first allow the age from 9 to apply for the political party membership based on the basic law of youth. Effort should be made to adjust the age of the eligibility for election to 18 years or younger. Furthermore, it should be used as an opportunity to cultivate their own competence and leadership, such as policy proposal and presentation activities through various youth participation organizations. In conclusion, it is necessary to recognize that the social problems and political participation of youth are related to the human rights of adolescents beyond the simple spending leisures or meaningful activities. The participation of youth is a part of active citizenship required in democratic society. Only when participating in these meaningful activities from young age, they can be responsible for participation as adults. What can be seen in the case of Europe is that youth council activities are being dealt with within the extension of youth civic education. Finland's youth council activities are aimed at cultivating the citizenship and identity of the Finnish. Youth participation activities provide opportunities for youth to cultivate their citizenship and practice them directly. In Korea, it is necessary to form a proper and objective awareness of the effectiveness and importance of youth participation activities undervalued. Furthermore, it is necessary to approach variously in order for youth participation activities to be used as a practical method of citizen education in the future. In addition, it is suggested that the educational approach of Korea should be converted into experience-oriented learning rather than entrance examination-oriented competition, and also they field-orientedness. Thank you so much.